WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The mother of Tyree Nichols calls for calm. The city's brace for more protests over his death after beating by police.
You can get your point across, but we don't need to tear up our cities, people, because we do have to live in them.
At a vigil last night in Memphis where 5 officers have been charged with murder and other crimes.
Just hours from now, Memphis police are expected to release body cam footage from the night of Tyree Nichols' death, and authorities are warning that video will be hard to watch. Now, this all started on January 7th when the 29-year-old was pulled over by Memphis police on suspicion of reckless driving. The Nichols family's legal team has seen the footage, and they say it shows the 5 officers beating Tyree for 3 minutes.
Fox's Brooke Singman. And another big company says it's cutting jobs. Toy maker Hasbro will lay off 15% of its global workforce. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. We are Mix 1041 WCLE. We're on the radio. We're on Talk 1013 The Buzz. And we are on, we're also on MixTV.tv. We're on your phone and mobile device. You can watch and listen on our app. Download it for free, mymix1041.com. And Bridget, today is quite a holiday. First of all, good morning.
Well, good morning.
It's a much calmer color for you this morning.
Tried to wear something that was not so distracting today.
By the way, you're welcome for all the attention you got yesterday.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that.
She texted me and said, basically, and I saved the text, and I turned it over to Chief Gibson and Sheriff Lawson, but for you know, threatening me.
I just asked how I could ever repay you. That was all I asked.
Well, and apparently Ashlyn Morlock has an issue with her eyes and colors, and all these other people who are saying that they look. Well, again, let me. It's the last thing I'm going to say about it. Probably not.
No.
But I was not saying I didn't like the color of the sweater. It was a sweater.
The sweater, yes.
I mean, I thought it was a billboard. But anyway, I was just saying the color was, I had never seen, no eye hath seen, nor ear hath heard. Now, how can I do the news after this?
Here we go. I don't know.
It's Chocolate Cake Day. It's National Chocolate Cake Day. So Mix 1041 has teamed up with Publix to give away a chocolate. We got several of these and doing it on all of our platforms. But we have a chocolate ganache cake we're giving away at 9 a.m. this morning for you, a bunch of you ingrates, morning audience. What have you done to deserve this? Nothing.
They absolutely deserve chocolate cake.
Why?
Because they're good to us.
They're good to us?
They listen to this.
Oh, well.
They endure this.
And now watch. So anyway, all you got to do is text the HHM text line, hashtag, let's do a hashtag chocolate cake. Put your name on it and you're entered. That's it. That's all. That's all they do. 423-614-6499. All right. Tell you what, we're gonna redo. We're gonna just start again here because local and state news, Mix 1041. Good morning, everyone. And let's give you the very latest here as we have the unemployment rates in from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the department here, and the Bradley County unemployment rate 3.1%. That is down from this is December numbers, down from 3.5% in November. It's up from a year ago. We were at 3% 1 year ago. In McMinn County, unemployment 3.8%, down from 4.1% in November, up a little from last year. In Meigs County, they're at 4.3% unemployment. That's up from 4.2% in November. And also, so Meigs County's up a little bit there. Polk County unemployment rate, 3.7. That is the same as in November. And then we also had Ray County unemployment, 4.2%, same as November. Hamilton County usually has the lowest unemployment in the area. They do again, 2.8%, down from 3.2% in November, and also down from a year ago. Statewide, the state unemployment rate in Tennessee, 3.5%. That's the same as November, and actually down from 1 year ago. State Senator Adam Lowe has introduced and passed on first consideration by the state Senate Thursday a bill known as Dillard's Law. As introduced, it allows a surviving parent or guardian of a child whose parent was a victim of vehicular homicide to convert a restitution order for child maintenance payments to a civil judgment at any time rather than following the conclusion of the defendant's sentence. So they can pursue civil action even when that person who's guilty of this vehicular homicide, before they are ever out or released from their sentence. Again, and we are going to be speaking with State Senator Adam Lowe about this later this hour. Also, State Senator Adam Lowe introduced legislation to help children in school by providing free lunch and breakfast for all students. This, according to Chattanoogan.com. The bill would require each local school board to establish a school lunch program and a school breakfast program that provides a free breakfast and lunch to each student enrolled in a school under the board's jurisdiction. The state will reimburse each school district the cost of providing a free breakfast and lunch to each student enrolled in the district after all available federal funds have been applied. And the 31st, the last day for the legislature to fill bills for the upcoming session, so that's coming up early. That's going to be on Tuesday. But we are going to be, as I said, we're going to be speaking with State Senator Adam Lowe this hour, and we'll talk more about those two bills that he introduced yesterday in the state Senate. All right, at 7:08, we'll check traffic in about 30 seconds.
Southern Heritage Bank is your local community-focused bank. You'll see our teammates proudly cheering at the local ball games and standing beside you at events that make this a good place to live. Together, we make a difference and reflect what's unbelievably good about our community. At Southern Heritage Bank, our strong roots make us good neighbors. Thank you for allowing us to serve you in the past and future. SouthernHeritageBank.com. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank. Member FDIC.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford Chevrolet in Cleveland says yes to low interest rates for a limited time. They are offering 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on any light-duty Silverado truck or any Equinox SUV in stock, and your first payment won't be due until April. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. So far, things are looking great out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. They work with the communities and businesses they serve to make sure that all forms of waste are handled in ways that are reliable for their customers, safe for their employees, and respectful of the environment. Visit them online at wasteconnections-clevelandtn.com.
It's Mix 104.1, 10 minutes after 7. Starting Monday, we'll be Bridget, during our annual Super Bowl contest. It's the Mix 104.1 MixTV.TV Super Bowl Blitz presented by Don Ledford Automotive Center. Debbie Melton thinks it's the World Series. She has no clue.
She
So I told her, I said, nah, it's actually the Rodeo Championships. But anyway, we'll start that Monday. Old Debbie's giving away a TV.
Nice.
We think it's in color. We think. We're not. We know it has rabbit ears, and you can get, like we used to say, 3, 9, and 12. So anyway, that plus Domino's pizza for up to 20 people. That means probably one of you will eat it because you've already, God knows, you broke your resolution. Anyway. So do that starting Monday. Stay tuned. The Harlem Globetrotters word of the day. Going to give away final 4-pack of tickets Monday night. The Globetrotters in Knoxville at Thompson Bowling Arena. Angie Cross won yesterday. Congratulations, Angie. Knew the word whistle. So all of that. And then we're giving away a chocolate ganache cake from Publix. Hashtag chocolate cake. Your name on a text, 423-614-6499 on the HHM text line. Has Sheridan come in yet?
I believe she's here, yes.
So she can also take your calls this morning. Well, she's going to hate me even more than she normally does. Call the volunteer Redapest mix line if you don't want texty. 423-614-6499. And you can call in, just leave your name and whatever. And we'll get that way at 9 a.m. Yesterday, Bridget, we had an unbelievable response on National Spouses Day.
Sure did.
Congratulations, Jessica and Jason Powers. Is that why they got married? I mean, Jessica, Jason, so they can remember each other's, the J.
That's cute. Yeah.
What's cute?
Jason and Jessica.
It's like Kevin and Devin. I mean, they had no choice, apparently. That's what she said, but anyway. So Jessica and Jason Powers. So they won the big movie passes. We had, nice. I mean, literally over 1,000 people got involved there.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeling guilty, apparently. I don't know. All right, so we're giving away chocolate ganache cake Publix from Publix, teaming up with them. Text hashtag chocolate cake. I guess you said cake since it's specifically cake, chocolate cake.
Sure.
What? That cake looks unbelievable from Publix. That I'm getting one this weekend. It sold me.
Yeah.
Feast. It's time for the Hardee's Wake Up. You can feast and save with Hardee's new Choose Your Happy. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast is back. That includes the made-from-scratch sausage, egg biscuit, biscuits and gravy, country fried steak biscuit. Choose 2 of the same or mix and match for delicious breakfast right at Hardee's. Feed your happy. Hardee's is hiring. Visit Hardee's.com or apply in store.
Come create your...
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
It's Mermaid Mattress's $1 million mattress clearance. Enjoy deals on nearly all in-stock merchandise, with queen mattress sets starting at just $177. An additional 25% off floor models, and sales tax is on us. Mermaid Mattress.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you. So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Did you know 4 out of every 10 pills contain a potential lethal dose of fentanyl? 2 salt-sized grains of fentanyl can kill. Talk to your kids today about the risks of fentanyl. ATS The Bridge, speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org today.
Oh, yeah, Health and Fitness is celebrating their 3rd anniversary in Cleveland. Oh, yeah, we'll be open 24 hours a day beginning in January. And the New Year's special, no enrollment fee and just $23 per month. And new members can add family for an additional $10 per month. Oh, yeah, Health and Fitness voted Best Health Club in Cleveland in the Reader's Choice Poll. And if you're 18 or older, you can try Oh, yeah, absolutely free for a week. Oh, yeah, Health and Fitness, Village Green Town Center, Cleveland. OhYeahLife.com.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
And tell me about the Y, then I'm going to tell you a funny story. Go ahead.
Okay.
For once.
Well, at the Cleveland Family YMCA, they have state-of-the-art equipment, hundreds of land and water classes, and programs for all ages and abilities. There's something for everyone at the Y. Join between now and January 31st and pay no joining fee. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org.
So Rodney Murray, who's the executive director of the Cleveland Family Y, is just one of the nicest men ever to live.
Yes.
I've known Rodney. I was 12 years old when I met Rodney. He was a camp counselor at the Y during the summer camp, and back then he was a bodybuilder. So anyway, Rodney, who knows, well, because he's such a nice guy, gives he gives us these hoodies. Mm-hmm. These YMCA Cleveland Family, or they're really Y hoodies. So he gave a week ago or so. I finally put one on yesterday.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Mm-hmm. I was like, one of the greatest hoodies I've ever had in my life. I've still got an Atlanta Falcons hoodie that I've had for about 30 years that I wear all the time. And I get made fun of because of the Falcons, but I don't wear it. Well, anyway. So as Bridget will tell you, and this will be in her book, I do a lot of voice texting.
Yes.
And I never check it. It's kind of like Chuck Evans at Kiwanis. He'll send me stuff and I'll think, well, I'll be calling Jimmy Logan on this, but no, he doesn't mean anything by it. So I voice texted. Here's what I tried to voice text Rodney Murray yesterday. Thanks again for the hoodie. It's my all-time favorite. That was my attempt. Mm-hmm. Here's how it came out. 2:18 yesterday. Thanks again for the hoodie. It's not my favorite. To which Rodney, who's like the nicest guy in the world, comes back and says, it's not. I'm sorry. Would you prefer another color? I will order one for you now.
And he would have.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's like running around, probably, firing 10 people. And then I come back and say, dear God, idiot Siri doesn't understand me. And then he comes back and tells me he loves me. So there you go. That's a little Rodney Murray story there. All right, Bridget, come on. It's time for our final Harlem Globetrotters word of the day.
Mm-hmm. Today's word is hoops.
What is it?
Hoops.
Dr. Mike Hoops, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be a lot more than the Globetrotters for your personal experience. All right, so what is it?
Hoops.
Hoops. Call Dwayne Williams at 5 o'clock. You can win 4 tickets to the Harlem Globetrotters Monday night in Knoxville at Thompson Bowling Arena, just like Angie Cross did yesterday. Yesterday was Whistle. There's only one flow and one rider, and that's Whistle. All right, now. Okay. Can I quote the lyrics?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. What is it again today?
Hoops.
That's it. So that's our final Globetrotters word of the day. Hoops. So hoops. Call that in to Dwayne at 5 o'clock and do that. All right, Bridget, it's time for our Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. Roger Pickett.
You always save when you buy direct from the factory. Now save even more when we'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid brand mattresses, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 50 and a low of 32 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 56 and a low of 42. And then we'll have rain throughout the day on Sunday with a high of 50. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 24 degrees.
Rodney's listening. Hey, Rodney, I didn't even tell you that. I didn't even tell him. Now, we'll be at the Y for Peddling for Parkinson's. I think it's February 21.
That's correct.
Me, Shelton, Evie West, Jeff Lovingood. Hey, Rodney, Tanya Swick, I think, sent it, and so is, then Yvette wants in from Fiesta.
Oh, good.
Yvette used to teach classes at the Y.
Yeah.
So hey, Rodney, we got to make room for Yvette. All right, what are we doing?
Back
you
to
done?
you. Yes.
I'm Dex. I'm done. All right.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
This is George Gray with the George Gray Agency at Allstate Insurance. I admit it, I listen to Steve and Bridget mixed mornings on Mix 1041.
If George Gray is listening right now, give him a free Hardee's biscuit at this instant, because he's not. Here's George Gray.
You can stay up to date with advisories, watches, and warnings on our Local 3 weather app. Allison, we always like to plug that when we can. It has some really useful information on there, and especially on a day when we have severe weather.
And that's right. When we're talking about potential for severe weather, for that winter weather as well, you can click right within the app and you get the full description written by the National Weather Service. And one thing that's also interesting to remember for our local area, we're covered by 4 different National Weather Service offices. And for those winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings, unfortunately, there are some different criteria that they use in Georgia compared to Tennessee for snowfall amounts. So if you ever see some of those advisories or warnings in a county and then the county just to the north of you or just to the south of you doesn't have one, most likely it's because they're covered by a different National Weather Service office. So something that can be a little bit confusing sometimes, but key points: advisory, that once you have some action, but it's not going to be quite as bad. That warning is really when you need to step up and listen. Today, tomorrow, no winter weather expected for our local area. We had a few of those flurries yesterday. Today, though, it's about the sunshine and a warming trend. So it is cold this morning, but by this afternoon, it will be warmer than what it was yesterday afternoon. Great weather expected for your Saturday. Unfortunately, rainy weather for Sunday. So we can't get a perfect full weekend, but at least you're going to have a good day on Saturday, maybe Sunday, a great day to stay inside and watch some movies. And then an active weather pattern is going to be setting up for next week. So let's take a peek of that, of what we're looking at for the next 7 days. So again, dry today, dry on Saturday. That 10% is really for Saturday night. So rain entering our area overnight Saturday night, and then especially dealing with that rainfall on Sunday. A few showers possible on Monday, but also look at this: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're going to have rain chances too. Basically next week, a front's going to slowly move across our area and then almost stall out to our south. That's going to allow multiple waves of precipitation to ride right past the Tennessee Valley. So we have to keep an eye on the rainfall totals and even the potential for some colder air and some wintry precipitation for our northwestern communities. Still too early to tell, but something we're certainly going to be eyeing and watching for next week. Let's focus on today and your weekend, though. So outside right now, clear skies where we are. You do see this batch of blue. Those are some clouds that are passing over northwestern Tennessee into middle Tennessee. That's going to eventually reach our area, giving us a few clouds across our area for a really late morning through the midday, early afternoon hours. And you can see that here on Futurecast. Those few clouds rolling into the Tennessee Valley, but kind of scooting on by. Really no big deal overall. For the day today, you are going to get plentiful sunshine. That wind coming up from the southwest at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Beautiful weather again for your Saturday. A lot of sunshine early on. Now, as we look ahead to Saturday afternoon, about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then certainly into the evening time, we're going to start to have some of these clouds move into our area, and then a couple of spotty shower chances. Again, that 10% for Saturday night. But notice as we go overnight into early morning hours of Sunday, here really comes that rainfall. So for Sunday morning church services, for those Sunday brunches, you do want to have the raincoat and umbrella handy. So we're going to have this whole band of rain moving across our area Sunday morning, even into the afternoon hours as well.
Sure, yeah.
Athens.
Yes.
Greece. All right. So anyway, sports coming up at the bottom of the hour here. It's National Chocolate Cake Day. Bridget, does anybody want a chocolate cake?
Oh, they sure do.
Oh, they sure do.
Bud Kinches would like some chocolate cake. He also said for you to leave me alone.
Bud, lay off the chocolate cake now. It's actually, and it's not, so we're giving away a chocolate ganache cake from Publix, which I promptly ordered as soon as I saw the picture. I'd not seen it.
Yeah. Jeremiah Pritchard, good morning. Want some chocolate cake?
Jeremiah's lost about 2 people.
Yeah.
And so, hey, Jeremiah, just eat the whole thing yourself. It's fine.
Amanda Brock, Heather Coons. Let's see, just Tracy loves chocolate cake. Keith Holloway.
Tracy, who are you hiding from? That first name, what do you think, you're Elvis? What do you think, you're Madonna? You know, no last name, Tracy? Is that right? Okay.
Yvonne Holloway. We have Brandy Snyder. Sheila Freeman.
Brandy Snyder?
Yes.
All right. She'll give that to Duke.
And
the Duke of Earl.
Brad Milloway.
Brad, all right. Brad, I heard you bragging on your wife yesterday with Dwayne for Spouses Day. It was embarrassing.
Oh.
I'm thinking, well, what have you done? Anyway, Jessica and Jason Powers won our National Spouses Day prize. They're going to the movies and try to stay awake at UEC 14. I mean, the seats are too comfortable.
It's hard to do.
Fall asleep every time. Rodney Murray tells me that also, well, this can't be right. Mayor Brooks is going to be on one of those stationary bikes for pedaling for Parkinson's?
Yes, that's right.
That can't happen. Rodney, come on, man. You know he's going to fall off. That ain't happening. So I got to be there with Brooks for 2 hours? Oh, good Lord. Why aren't you doing it?
Why don't I do it?
Yeah.
I can't.
Hey, Rodney, sign her up.
Okay.
She's on the board over there. She might as well do something. Can't raise any money. All right, 7:26, and we'll come. I tell you, let's do a Simmons Bank celebration list check. Bridget, over to you.
Okay, topping our list today, my wonderful husband, Brandon Forrester, celebrating his birthday tomorrow.
In lieu of a gift.
Yeah, that's it.
So, Dr. Feelgood?
Yes.
How old's Dr. Feelgood?
He's going to be 47 tomorrow.
The big 47 tomorrow.
Yeah. Also, Brenda Jones is having a birthday today.
I love Brenda Jones, one of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah. Jay Murray is 91 today. This is Bridget Raper's dad, our friend Bridget.
Bridget Raper. Hey,
Yes.
Bridget, I've been seeing you on Chattanooga TV.
Yeah.
That girl be doing a lot down there.
Yes.
I think it's East Ridge, isn't it? Is that where she is?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, she was on all the stations down there last week, doing a great job. She's a wonderful lady.
She loves her dad. She says he's happy, healthy, and enjoying life. So happy birthday, Jay. Valerie Huttenhoff Caps is celebrating today along with her twin sister, Stephanie Huttenhoff Moody. Valerie is a teacher at Cleveland High School. Stephanie teaches at Lake Forest Middle.
So they're both, obviously being twins, they're both having birthdays.
They are, yes. Kathia Koto is having a birthday tomorrow, a library assistant at Michigan Avenue. One of her coworkers sent that in to us, and also her family, who says she is the best mom and wife. Louise Cartwright is going to be 81 tomorrow. Ryder Price is 8 years old today. His family says he is so much fun and full of life. Everyone calls him Mr. Personality.
Hey, didn't Ryder call in one time?
I think so.
Remember that? I think he did.
Yeah.
He's great. He's really good on the air.
Brody Perry is celebrating today at 18 years old, a senior at Bradley Central.
Yeah.
Carrie Gaylor is going to be 40 tomorrow. That's from her parents. Cherie Littrell at Life Circle. She's the practice manager there. She's having a birthday today.
Married to Don Littrell, so I guess she lost a bet, obviously.
Jackson Fox is 17 today, a student at Bradley Central. Adam Lewis is celebrating tomorrow.
What?
Happy birthday, Adam. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Daddy?
Yes.
Hey, now maybe, and so I'll break down the wall here for a second. We'll let you behind the curtain for just a smidge. I had an idea for Adam Lewis yesterday, and I have tried to get a hold of him. Matter of fact, I called him. He's not answering, and it has to do with Valentine's Day, and it may have to do with his character. Daddy. So he texted me 2 days ago, said somebody stopped him at lunch and said, why does Heartline call you Daddy? Well, don't you remember the empty stocking fun? He came in here as Daddy. Well, he's Daddy from now on.
Yep.
So I've got an idea for him on Valentine's Day, and he won't respond.
No wonder.
It's annoying.
Mia Underwood is 2 years old today. And then going back to Brody Perry's birthday, it's actually tomorrow. I'm sorry, got that wrong there. So happy birthday, Brody, tomorrow.
Get anything wrong.
Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank gives you more for a better banking experience with convenience in mind.
We're joined now by State Senator Adam Lowe. How are you?
Not to be confused with Adam Lewis. This happens all the time. We've had it in the paper, literally, where like Daddy is posed with people because Adam Lewis is a big deal in this town.
Well, he thinks in his mind he is.
We call him Big Deal Douglas in other parts of town.
Wow.
And so it's Adam Douglas Lewis or Douglas Adam or something like that.
Sure.
So whatever.
But you're not Adam
They've
Lewis.
Attributed his accolades to me before.
Yeah.
And I'm not worthy. So I just want to clarify that.
Yeah.
Adam Lowe is on the show today. Adam Lewis is not returning your calls.
Yeah, and when is your birthday? Because
just passed.
Oh, when was
Just passed. January 8th. Elvis's birthday. Thank you very much.
That's right. My mom's the 9th.
Yep.
And so is Brittany Cook. Well, the 9th, not the 8th, but the 9th.
So, yeah, that's just differentiate between that. Adam Lowe, early January. Adam Lewis, late January. But back to the point, I answer your calls.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hence why I'm here.
Here's why you're here. State Senator Adam Lowe, first of all, how's it going so far? I mean, what do you think of being over there?
Well, you know, it's I'm honored. The grandiose nature of the inauguration, all of that fun stuff is never lost on you. It's been an absolute honor to be over there. Really cool things happen for me because the people chose me to go over there. I get to vote on resolutions honoring Loretta Lynn and Lisa Marie Presley, and I can walk into the Capitol anytime. Like, just walk in, and they don't make me leave. It's really, really weird. It's a weird feeling. So, in turn, this legislative session, since people have afforded me those very special privileges, I get to try to return the favor. Right.
So, you're in the news this morning, Adam. State Senator Adam Lowe joins us. A couple of things. You've introduced a bill known as Dillard's Law. Tell me about that.
Well, those of you who have followed along, we had a tragedy here on Christmas Day, of all days, right? Christmas Day this past year. The Dillard family was hit by a drunk driver on 64 Water Level Highway. The parents lost their lives, one of which was our teacher. Brittany was a teacher in our school system. And their 3 children survived, but are still going through a lot of medical issues. So please keep them in your prayers. But it brought something to light, a hypothetical that I'd actually talked about on the campaign last year. The state legislature had passed Bentley's Law. And Bentley's Law was a law that said if you're a drunk driver, you're responsible for child support if you were to take the life of a parent. The only problem with that law was it's really hard to collect child support from someone who's in prison for vehicular homicide. And Tennessee, the same year, passed truth in sentencing, so DUI offenders who commit homicide, they're going to jail, 8-9 years. Well, you can't get it from their commissary. What Dillard's Law says is, this is a real-world scenario for us back home right now. Dillard's Law now says that family can choose to convert that criminal judgment for child support immediately into a civil judgment and begin pursuing with an attorney the assets necessary to take care of those kids while they're growing. They don't have to wait 10 years for restitution. They can pursue that now. And it's just a little bit of what we could do to honor both the memory of the Dillard family and at the same time affect some positive change in that area. So.
We're joined by State Senator Adam Lowe. Another piece of legislation that you introduced was to help children in school by providing free breakfast and lunch for all students. Tell me about that.
Well, Representative Raper and I are carrying this bill.
Okay.
It's come up before. It almost passed last year. It did pass the Senate last year. There's not a lot of objection in the Senate to this. Kevin has his work cut out for him in the House because that's where it died. Tennessee's running surpluses right now. I mean, we have quite a sizable surplus, and I call that overcollection. That means we've collected more money than we've had to collect in Tennessee from the taxpayer, and we're going to do some good things. The governor's budget will come out in the State of the State address on February 6th. And we're going to do some things for infrastructure and education and the Department of Children's Services, and we're going to do a lot of good things. But somewhere in that discussion has to be, how do we get some of this money back to the people who paid it? And because we don't have a state income tax in Tennessee, it's harder to get money back to communities. So we're getting real creative in Nashville with how do we get some of this money back to the people. There's a general consensus. A chunk of that money needs to go back to the folks who paid it. And nobody paid more for food and clothes and all of the things that we both are inflated in price and we pay sales taxes on than multi-person households. And a big chunk of those are families with small children. A school lunch program is something we've discussed. We've got an avenue to do that. It would save the average family with school kids several $100s a year per child. So it's just a way to get money back to the people. It's a discussion we get the convenience of having in a year where we have the money and we've over-collected. So we got to get some of that money back to the folks. We've done it through reduced tag registration. We've done it through sales tax holidays, but we still have too much. So let's get some back to folks who could use it the best.
Joined by State Senator Adam Lowe. I want to go back to Dillard's Law. What are the chances for this? I mean, I can hear the average person out there saying, how does this look?
I've encountered no objections yet. Now, you know how the legislative process works. It's going to go through finance to see exactly what is the fiscal note, how much it's going to cost the state. We don't anticipate a huge fiscal note on that. I haven't had any objection in the Senate. And for the most part, people understood Bentley's Law was just the first step, right? Like it needed to actually work. And we needed to work for orphans, not just for political purposes. It needed to work for orphans. So, I think the general sentiment is this should move through pretty well.
Okay. Anything else you want to mention while you're here?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going on upwards of 30 bills here, but there's a big one that's kind of timely. If anybody's been following firearm rights at the federal level knows that the ATF, again, they have a pattern of doing this, passed an arbitrary ruling on forearm braces. It's just another way to pick on weapons. And essentially overnight, through a ruling, tries to, again, make law-abiding people not law-abiding. And they continue to do this over and over. It continues to get struck down by the Supreme Court over and over and over. So I finally introduced a bill which I think has a lot of traction, which simply says if you wear a badge in the state of Tennessee, if you're one of our law enforcement people, you take an oath to uphold the Constitution, and you are now you would be insulated in the state of Tennessee. You do not have to enforce a federal rule made by a department that's not part of law, that's in violation of your oath of office and upholding the Constitution. So now when when a local sheriff says we're not going to enforce that because it's unconstitutional, which the Supreme Court over and over continues to agree with, while we're waiting on the Supreme Court to rule on it, Tennessee is going to insulate its law enforcement, and we're going to stand with our sheriffs and our police chiefs in upholding the Constitution.
State Senator Adam Lowe and Senator Lowe, also Representative Dan Howell, Representative Kevin Raper. We are committed to providing regular updates with these gentlemen back home, and really appreciate you coming in this morning.
Awesome. Well, we'll just call this segment "Legislation with Lowe" or something. some
well, what about Howell and Raper? What about those two?
Do their thing. Nobody's stopping.
Well, I know they're in bed right now. That's fine. No, they're actually joining us in the chamber. You've got
there's so much dead air on your morning program. There's plenty of spots for them to pop
into. Don't talk to her about that.
Well, you could give her the mic more often.
Don't call. She has a mic. Now, do I have the button?
Bridget is a delightful person.
Stop it. The election's over.
Delightful person.
The election's over.
You don't have to Scooter's coffee to wake up this morning. That's right. Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
and thank you for people for letting me represent you in Nashville. Absolutely the honor of my life. It really is. Thank you.
And of course, being here is really the honor of your life.
Of the day.
Well, you got a bigger honor today, but anyway, thank you, buddy. All right, State Senator Adam Lowe, we're going to come right back with more in a moment.
This news update
from Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale. Luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Dr. Eston Winger specializes in varicose vein surgery to help you live a fuller life.
Most everything that we do for varicose vein disease is done here in the office, and so a hospital stay is not required. We take most insurances here and most vein procedures are covered by insurance, which most people don't realize. Or make an appointment and I'd be happy to talk to you and evaluate your legs.
Schedule a consultation by phone 423-472-5423.
All right, Bridget, tell you what, let's get a check of our traffic situation right now, 19 before 8 a.m.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford GMC and Buick in Cleveland says yes to low interest rates for a limited time. They are offering a 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on any light-duty Sierra truck and 3.9% APR financing for 60 months on any Buick SUV. And your first payment won't be due until April. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance, located on Keith Street near Chick-fil-A here in Cleveland, specializing in consolidation, installment, and personal loans, even if your credit is less than perfect. Visit them online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
So take a deep breath.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Now it is my favorite, traffic and weather together. Traffic and weather together on the 20s, as they say at the big stations like WSB Atlanta or KNX in Los Angeles or, I don't know, WCBS in New York or WINS in New York. Traffic and weather on the 8s. Let me tell you something. You people understand, if we were timing this thing, you think we'd ever get anything on time? Of course not. I mean, at this moment, we're about 22 minutes behind, but that's fine. Who cares? So now, Bridget, let's get a check of our Mermaid Mattress weather on the 42s. Here's Roger. No, this isn't Roger. This is the other spot.
It's Mermaid Mattresses $1 Million Mattress Clearance. Enjoy deals on nearly all in-stock merchandise with queen mattresses starting at $149. An additional 25% off floor models. And sales tax is on us. Mermaid Mattress.
For today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 50 and a low of 31 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 57 and a low of 43. And then on Sunday, we'll have rain throughout the day with a high of 49. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 24 degrees.
Offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Larry and his staff at the Town Squire would like to thank all of their customers and friends for a great 2022. And they hope you and yours had a great holiday season and are looking forward to an exciting 2023. They have a great selection, and the Town Squire is offering a store-wide sale on seasonal merchandise throughout the entire month. Peter Millar, Johnny O, Southern Tide, and Vineyard Vines, just to name a few. Thank you again, and they look forward to serving you in 2023. Stop by and check out their great selection and great sales. The shop that appreciates the customer. Since 1977, the Town Squire, 1717 Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. All right, last night it was Bradley. Let's see here. I lost my note. Cleveland defeated Bradley in wrestling last night and won the region. My paperwork does not have hang on one second. Let me find it. Cleveland wrestling over Bradley 31-30 to win the region title last night. That was at Bradley Central. So, Bridget, those are two of the top three teams in the state.
Yes, definitely. There's the crosstown rivalry there, but then also they're always just 1 and 2 usually in the state.
Yeah, Baylor 1, Cleveland 2, Bradley 3, but and you've been a part of this process. Your husband was an assistant at Bradley for years.
Yeah.
The wrestling program is a Bradley wrestler in his life, but as we get into February, it just gets really exciting.
Yeah, definitely. That atmosphere, there's nothing like it at a Bradley-Cleveland wrestling match.
All right, Novak Djokovic won his Australian Open semifinal early this morning, Eastern Time. Defeated American Tommy Paul. Let me put that in perspective. That's the first American man to make an Australian Open semifinal in 14 years since Andy Roddick. American men's tennis has been in the absolute toilet for years. Well, now we have got I was talking to Griffin about this yesterday, which you can't get anything intelligent out of him, Mike Griffin at the Chamber, but But, American men's tennis is making a comeback. We've got a great crop of young men who are doing great, including Tommy Paul. But, and then on the other side, but anyway, it's not yet. Djokovic wins. Going to face Stefano Tsitsipas from Greece. That's the only way to say it.
You have to say it like that.
Oh, yeah. When Griffin and I are hitting tennis, anytime anything good happens, we scream Tsitsipas. Well, why? Because we're both insane. That's why. So, all the pickleball people are looking over at us because pickleball's a phenomenon, and it's like Griffin and Hoops and me are the only ones who still play tennis. And sometimes Rob Renner. Very few. Daryl Canada. There's a very few people still playing tennis here. Charlie Smith still playing. But the pickleball people look at us and we're, Anyway. Let's see. Women's final, Elena Rybakina and Aryna Sabalenka will take on each other. Bridget, I know you'll be there tomorrow morning, 3:30 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Eastern Time on ESPN. Men's final Sunday, 3:30 a.m. on ESPN. And I will try to avoid knowing what happens and watch it later on DVR.
I'll find the results and let you know.
As long as our pastor can wrap it up in a timely fashion. Unlike last Sunday when they ran out of tables at Taziki's. Thank you. All right, back to action here. At 13 before the hour. Let's see here. West Alabama swept Lee in basketball last night. Women 71-66, men 74-63. Carolina Panthers have hired former Colts head coach Frank Reich, former Bills quarterback, as their new head coach in Charlotte. Oh, man, long time CBS Final Four broadcaster Billy Packer died on Thursday in Charlotte at the age of 82. Oh, Billy Packer. And we had him on here a couple of times. Tremendous part of the Final Four for, well over 35 years. High school basketball tonight supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Walker Valley at Ooltewah will be on TOG 101.3 The Buzz. And the Mix app, Ray County at Bradley Central. Smitty Arena right here, Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. And here we go. NFL Conference Championship Sunday. The NFC Championship game, the San Francisco 49ers in Philadelphia playing the Eagles. 3 o'clock Sunday. We'll have it on TOG 101.3 The Buzz and, of course, on Fox Television. AFC Championship game, Bengals and the Chiefs in Kansas City. Sunday night, 6:30, TOG 101.3 The Buzz and on CBS Television. And then the Super Bowl, and we're having a big week next week. It's our annual Mix 104.1 MixTV.TV Super Bowl Blitz presented by Don Ledford Automotive. We start Monday. Don Ledford will give away a television. We will give away pizza from Domino's for your Domino's Cleveland for your Super Sunday. You can start registering Monday for that. Give that away with a live broadcast a week from tomorrow. That's Saturday at Don Ledford Automotive Center. Today is National Chocolate Cake Day, and we are celebrating with our friends at Publix. All you have to do is text or call. You can text the HHM text line or call the Volunteer Redapest Mix line. It's all the same number, 423-614-6499. You can win a chocolate ganache cake from Publix. We'll give that away at 9 o'clock this morning. We're giving away several chocolate ganache cakes from Publix on all of our platforms this morning. So you can get involved if you text, put your name on it, give us a hashtag chocolate cake. It's National Chocolate Cake Day. Let me tell you something. That ganache cake at Publix looks amazing. So we're giving one away here this morning. Dwayne will have one this afternoon. I think we've got it on our social mediums right now. And we've got a bunch of them. So thanks to Publix right here in Cleveland. Our friends over there for doing this. But hashtag chocolate cake if you text. Again, on the HHM text line, 423-614-6499. You can also call in, leave your name, contact information, 423-614-6499 on the Volunteer Redapest Mix line.
Hey,
you need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. The burden of chronic pain, no matter the source, can have a crippling effect on our daily lives. If you suffer from pain in your joints, back, or neck, call the team at Interventional Pain Consultants. They will treat the source of the problem so you can increase your activity and enjoy life again. Interventional Pain Consultants has 3 locations in East Tennessee to serve you. They are proud to welcome back to Cleveland Bradley Central alum Dr. Josh Hare. Call today to schedule an appointment. 423-339-9581 or visit IPCTennessee.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Mix 104.1 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Oh yeah, Health and Fitness is celebrating their 3rd anniversary in Cleveland. Oh yeah, we'll be open 24 hours a day beginning in January. And the New Year's special, no enrollment fee and just $23 per month. And new members can add family for an additional $10 per month. Oh yeah, Health and Fitness voted Best Health Club in Cleveland in the Reader's Choice Poll. And if you're 18 or older, you can try Oh yeah absolutely free for a week. Oh yeah, Health and Fitness, Village Green Town Center, Cleveland. OhYeahLife.com.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Yeah. We'll have full news coming up at the top of the hour, including our interview with State Senator Adam Lowe, talking about a couple of bills that he put forth before the state legislature, including Dillard's Law. This Dillard's Law that Adam introduced and passed on first consideration by the state Senate Thursday allows the surviving parent or guardian of a child whose parent was a victim of vehicular homicide to convert a restitution order for child maintenance payments to a civil judgment at any time rather than following the conclusion of the defendant's sentence. And this, of course, Dillard's Law for the tragedy that happened in Bradley County on Christmas Day. Plus, the Bradley County unemployment rates are out, and we'll have those coming up.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143.
Time to get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to my husband tomorrow, Brandon Forrester. Also, Brenda Jones is celebrating today. Jay Murray is 91 today. That's our friend Bridget Raper's dad. She says he's healthy, happy, and enjoying life. Valerie Huttenhoff Caps and Stephanie Huttenhoff Moody celebrating their birthdays today. Valerie is a teacher at Cleveland High School. Stephanie teaches at Lake Forest Middle. Kathia Koto is having a birthday tomorrow, a library assistant at Michigan Avenue. Her family says she's the best mom and wife. Louise Cartwright is going to be 81 tomorrow. Ryder Price is 8 years old today. His family says he is so much fun and full of life, also known as Mr. Personality. Brody Perry is going to be 18 tomorrow, a senior at Bradley Central. Carrie Gaylor is going to be 40 tomorrow. That's from her parents. Cherie Littrell is having a birthday today, the practice manager at Life Circle Women's Healthcare. Jackson Fox is 17 today, a student at Bradley Central. Adam Lewis is having a birthday tomorrow, assistant at the county mayor D. Gary Davis.
It's going to take some convincing, I can already tell, because now he did respond finally. I gave him a brilliant idea for Valentine's Day.
Yeah?
And his alter ego of Daddy.
What did he say?
Well, he said no, but it's not over. Don't worry. It's not over. It ain't over. Trust me.
Mia Underwood is 2 years old today. Harmony Greenwood is having a birthday. That is from her daughters. Elizabeth Walker and Laken Godfrey both celebrating birthdays today. This is Joey Ezel's niece and nephew. They say Uncle Joey and Auntie love them so much. And then Bryce Tinsley is 18 today, a senior at Bradley Central. That's from his parents, Amy and Mark Tinsley. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest mix line for today, tomorrow, and Sunday, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank works hard to help make their customers' dreams come true.
Of course, our birthday winner gets a birthday prize package from Sweet Caroline's Cheesecake, now located in the Target Center over there by Shane's Rib Shack. All right, so today we're giving away, we've got National Chocolate Cake Day. We've teamed up with Publix. We're giving away a bunch of chocolate ganache cakes. And we'll give one away here on the morning program about 9 o'clock this morning. We're asking you to text in or call in 423-614-6499. If you text, make sure and put your name on it so we know who you are. And then hashtag chocolate cake. Bridget, I'll go over to you for an update.
Okay, Amanda Schaefer says her 4 kids would love some chocolate cake. This one is from Lynn Stewart, who says chocolate cake, please. And, sorry, I just dropped my iPad here.
Just knocked over the iPad.
This one is, we must have gotten a new text in here. So go back to page 1. Let's see. Craig Dillard, I love chocolate cake. Olivia Stewman wants to win, along with Tanner Wallace, James Medlin, Ken Hammonds. And then this one is from, this says it would be for her coworkers, Candy Breakbill. That is from Diana Melton.
So, who sent it, Diana?
Diana. She would give the chocolate cake to her coworker, Candy Breakbill.
I don't believe it. And, now, I believe they're both at Andrew Johnson Bank, I think.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, very good. Well, then, no, Mike Thomason would eat the entire cake, obviously. So anyway, it's a chocolate ganache cake you can win. Simply text the HHM text line 423-614-6499 or call, and you can call us on the volunteer Ridipest mix line 423-614-6499. Super Bowl Blitz starts Monday with Don Ledford Automotive and Mix 1041. Our big annual contest plus TV from Don Ledford and pizza from Domino's will qualify people all next week. Get a check of the streets.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford Chevrolet in Cleveland says yes to low interest rates for a limited time. They are offering 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on any light-duty Silverado truck or any Equinox SUV in stock, and your first payment won't be due until April. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up. This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
Good morning, Cleveland. Happy Friday. This is Bobby Ludwig with Edward Jones Investments bringing you your morning market update. Stocks were higher yesterday. The Dow up 205 points to close at 33,949. The S&P up 44 to close at 4,060. And the NASDAQ up just under 200 points to close at 11,512. Again, this is Bobby Ludwig with Edward Jones Investments. For all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, give me a call at 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Ocoee, right by the old Liner gas station.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix 1041 WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Happy.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup, shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
For the increased demand for home deliveries to our customers in this area, come to 2401 Georgetown Road to apply and interview immediately. Competitive pay and benefits available when you join the Mermaid Mattress team.
All right, our Mermaid Mattress weather check on this Friday morning for today and the weekend is Allison Pryor, meteorologist with Local 3. Allison, how are you? Allison, are you there? Why am I not hearing Allison? Am I doing something wrong?
Well.
And now it's on the wrong, so I can't get it. I can't. Tell her I can't get it. She'll have to. Yeah. All right, so we're having obviously a little, and you know who to blame here is Bridget, because she's jealous of Allison, that Allison is an actual meteorologist. And so now we're going to try to do it again here. I'm blaming you, Bridget, because you're jealous. There it is. Allison, I apologize.
That's okay. I mean, obviously you hung up on me. The phone call got disconnected.
No, it's Bridget. She's jealous that you're a real meteorologist, and she just reads the weather. Allison Pryor.
You're blaming her for hanging up.
Of course we are. Allison is meteorologist Local 3 from Cleveland. And Allison, how are you?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm just happy that it's Friday, and it's going to be a sunny Friday, too.
It certainly is. Well, tell us about today and the weekend. What are we in store for you?
All right, so if you haven't stepped outside yet, maybe if you're listening on the radio in the kitchen right now, heads up, it is cold outside this morning. So grab that winter coat before you head out the door. It's 25 degrees right now in Cleveland. But we are going to be warmer this afternoon than what we were yesterday. So we're looking at afternoon highs today right around that 50-degree mark. You're going to get plenty of sunshine, just a few passing clouds. So it's going to be a great day overall, kind of a typical sunny winter day. Tomorrow, right around the freezing point in the morning, and then it'll be even warmer in the afternoon, 58 for the high, mostly sunny. So tomorrow will be the better day for your outdoor plans for this weekend. Sunday, rain returns. So if you can still kind of pick between Saturday and Sunday for something outside, I would recommend to do it on Saturday, and then Sunday just be ready for the rain.
Why? Let me ask you, John to Allison Pryor, Local 3, why does it always rain on Sunday? Have you noticed that?
I know it's definitely our second weekend in a row, and I think it did 2 weekends before that too. So I know we've had a lot of rainy Sundays here recently. So unfortunately for your church services, for your Sunday brunch, plans with family, just have the umbrella and raincoat handy.
Allison Pryor, Local 3. Hey, when can we... What is going on at Local 3? What was that?
Listen, I know, we got some good laughter here. You know, we have 3+U's. We have some 3+U guests already in the studio right now. So that comes on later this morning at 11 a.m. Have things going.
Tell Julie, let's ixnay on the mimosas there in the green room, and let's calm down a little bit, Julie. How about that? All right, Allison, how can people watch you on Local 3?
Yeah, you can watch every Monday through Friday morning on Local 3 News from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
And we will now definitely be watching 3+U at 11. So
I know, that sounds good.
A lot more fun than The View, I guarantee you that. All right. Hey, Allison, thanks so much. Have a great weekend.
You too.
We appreciate it. Future Hall of Famer at Cleveland High, Allison Pryor.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Drs. Ken and Brian Beard. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. More protests expected today over the death of Tyree Nichols, who died 3 days after a beating by Memphis police. Body cam video of that encounter expected to be released today.
5 Memphis police officers have been charged in Tyree Nichols' death, and 2 of them are expected to plead not guilty. They are charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, kidnapping, official misconduct, and oppression. Now, 4 of the 5 officers have posted bond and have been released. Just 1 officer is left in custody on $350,000 bail.
Fox's Brooke Singman. And it's up to a jury now to decide whether the man behind a terror attack on a New York City bike path in 2017 gets life in prison or the death penalty.
34-year-old Saifulo Saipov, convicted of the 28 charges, being found guilty of murder to gain entry to ISIS.
Fox 5 New York's Antoine Lewis. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning, everybody. We're Mix 104.1 WCLE. We are on MixTV.tv. And We are on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Everything just breaking here. Unbelievable.
It's all your fault.
Let's try this again. Hey, Gideon, I'm going to start this again. By the way, it's nice to have a professional directing us this morning. Austin, thank the Lord, is not here because we were tired of listening to Hawk Up a Lung for the last 6 weeks or however long he's been. So he's not here. So we actually have a professional. Gideon Ratcliffe is running the broadcast.
He's working hard.
But the equipment is all breaking this morning. So we're going to just completely reset the hour here, 10 minutes after 8. And we'll go in and, Gideon, use this the rest of the day. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Mix 104.1 local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. We're on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. State Senator Adam Lowe has introduced a bill passed on first consideration by the Senate on Thursday known as Dillard's Law. And we had State Senator Lowe in our studios earlier this morning. Here is what he had to say about Dillard's Law. State Senator Adam Lowe joins us. A couple of things. You've introduced a bill known as Dillard's Law. Tell me about that.
Well, those of you who have followed along, we had a tragedy here on Christmas Day, of all days, right? Christmas Day this past year. The Dillard family was hit by a drunk driver on 64 Water Level Highway. The parents lost their lives, one of which was our teacher. Brittany was a teacher in our school system. And their 3 children survived, but are still going through a lot of medical issues. So please keep them in your prayers. But it brought something to light, a hypothetical that I'd actually talked about on the campaign last year. The state legislature had passed Bentley's Law. And Bentley's Law was a law that said if you're a drunk driver, you're responsible for child support if you were to take the life of a parent. The only problem with that law was it's really hard to collect child support from someone who's in prison for vehicular homicide. And Tennessee, the same year, passed truth in sentencing, so DUI offenders who commit homicide, they're going to jail, 8-9 years. Well, you can't get it from their commissary. What Dillard's Law says is, this is a real world scenario for us back home right now. Dillard's Law now says that family can choose to convert that criminal judgment for child support immediately into a civil judgment and begin pursuing with an attorney the assets necessary to take care of those kids while they're growing. They don't have to wait 10 years for restitution. They can pursue that now. And it's just a little bit of what we could do to honor both the memory of the Dillard family and at the same time affect some positive change in that area.
Also, State Senator Adam Lowe and State Representative Kevin Raper introduced legislation to help children in school by providing free breakfast and lunch for all students. The bill would require each local school board to establish a school lunch program and a school breakfast program that provides a free breakfast and lunch to each student enrolled in a school under the board's jurisdiction. Senator Lowe told us earlier this morning if passed, it will save families up to hundreds of dollars a year for each student. And the unemployment rates are in for the state and our local counties. Bradley County unemployment, 3.1% in December, down from 3.5% in November, but up about 0.1% from 1 year ago. Also, Tennessee's rate, 3.5% in December, the same as in November, down from 3.6% unemployment from 1 year ago. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv, and full news plus interviews at mymix1041.com. I'm Steve Hardline reporting. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777. All right, we are about 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, from the Harlem Globetrotters Word of the Day. And this, Bridget, sad, it'll be our final Harlem Globetrotters Word of the Day for
this
us.
year.
For us.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean forever.
No.
because we've been loving the Globetrotters.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't find my music.
Just whistle it. It's fine.
I can't find it. It's gone.
Well,
let me tell you, all of a sudden in the last 10 minutes, the wheels have completely come off. All right, Brett, I guess you'll do. Oh, here it is. I found it. And then, you see that?
I do see that. Oh, dear.
So there's gonna be a meeting after. Well, I got several, but later there's gonna be a meeting about this. This is ridiculous. Go ahead, give us a word of the day.
So the word of the day is hoops. Hoops. So use that word at 5 o'clock today with Dwayne Williams on the Mix Afternoon Drive for your chance to win 4 tickets to see the Harlem Globetrotters in Knoxville coming up on Monday night.
What's the word of the day?
Hoops.
Hey, thanks to Scooters Coffee for sponsoring our part of the contest locally. Scooters is the official coffee of Mixed Mornings. What's happening at Scooters?
That's right. I'm going to be live at Scooters coming up on Monday from 2 to 4 p.m. It's kicking off their free extra shot week. So all next week, Monday through Friday, you can get a free extra shot of espresso at Scooters Coffee, Keith Street in Cleveland in front of Leisure Time Bowling. Come by and see us between 2 and 4 on Monday.
Since we've been talking so much about scooters, I've had so many people come up to me and say, who are you? They say, no, they're bragging on scooters. Apparently scooters, Claudia, we knew Claudia and Danny Parker were a big deal, but scooters is really a big deal. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you, the coffee's great, but the cinnamon rolls are unbelievable. I got to try the breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, should.
The cinnamon rolls unbelievable. Garry Thurman, you'd love the cinnamon rolls at Scooters Coffee. Guarantee you.
Well, you know, I'll love a cinnamon roll from anywhere, most likely, my friend. So that sounds awesome to me.
Hey, Garry, Scooters is the sponsor, so if we can just go with that, that'd be nice, okay?
Well, you know what? Next time I'm in Cleveland, Tennessee, I will stop at Scooters and get a cinnamon roll, and I will take a selfie with it. But
all right. Hey, everybody, Garry Thurman joins us, and he's also joined, I believe Coach Tanner's right there, isn't he?
I am. How are you doing, Steve?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I know you guys are on the road again, Will and Nelson, but it's Garry Thurman and Coach Tanner, Guardian Investment Advisors. First of all, Garry, how's everything going?
You know what, Steve? Everything's going great. Tanner and I came down to our Jacksonville, Florida office this week and did a couple of financial seminars and had a really, really good time with our advisor, Tim McDermott, down here. And we're headed back to good Chattanooga right now. We're on 75 as we speak.
All right, well, you guys try not to speed and get arrested down in Florida. It would not be pretty. All right. Hey, I know you guys are on the road, but do you have some time? We've had some questions submitted. Do you have any time for that?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Susie from McDonald. Oh, hey, Coach Tanner, this is for you, buddy. It says, Tanner, I turned 65 in April and want to continue working with no plans of retiring soon. My group health insurance is very expensive, has a high deductible. Do I have to keep my group plan while I work, or can I enroll in the Medicare instead once I turn 65?
Susie, that is a great question, and that's one that I see almost weekly right now. A lot of people are putting off their retirement. They're continuing to work, and because of that, they want to continue their group health insurance. And so that is something that you can do if you have credible group health insurance. You can defer your Medicare. That is Part B, the medical side of Medicare. You can defer that as long as you have credible work coverage. Now, once you retire, you do need to submit some forms and enroll into Part B, so there's no penalty involved. However, I always will review people's policies because sometimes it may make best sense to go on to Medicare because of the cost. Sometimes their coverage may be better on Medicare than their group health insurance. And so it definitely is a conversation to have. Make sure we have that review to make sure you're in the best position for yourself cost-wise when it comes to your health care planning.
We're joined by Coach Tanner and also Garry Thurman, Guardian Investment Advisors. Another one for you, Coach. Larry from Hickson says,
I have a Medicare supplement plan that takes care of my expenses and exposure to the original Medicare. The company I'm with just let us know my policy is going up over 10% in cost from last year. Do I have to wait until October and the annual enrollment season to switch supplemental plans?
Wow, another good question. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, so Medicare supplements, first off, congratulations. Medicare supplement policies are awesome secondary policies to Medicare. They help cover the gaps in your coverage that Medicare doesn't cover. However, these policies are taken out by private insurance companies, and so they are allowed to change their rates every single year, every 12 months. And it sounds like they had a little bit of a steeper increase this past year. 10% is a higher threshold in our industry. So I feel like companies are around that 5% or lower are doing good by their beneficiaries, and so you don't have to wait until October. October through December, the annual enrollment window is only for Part B drug plans and Part C Medicare Advantage plans. So Medicare supplements can be underwritten. We could potentially look at maybe qualifying for another supplement and lowering your rate and getting you the same exact coverage that you have right now. I've done that for so many people already to start this year.
All right, Garry Thurman, I've got a question. Randy here in Cleveland says, what's a good rule of thumb to use when it comes to long-term care insurance?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, Steve, the number 2 fear in America is now health care. 70% of us are going to need some type of long-term care throughout retirement. So I'm glad he's asking this question. There's all kinds of options. We do have traditional long-term care insurance we can look at. The best thing that we like to show folks is what we call asset-based long-term care. And the reason we like that, Steve, is it's one of these things. If you need long-term care, then you're going to be there to take care of it. If you never use the coverage, then the money's going to be passed to your beneficiaries. So the money doesn't get wasted, wrapped up into a traditional long-term care policy. So, you know what, to answer the question, a rule of thumb, you know, average cost in the Chattanooga, Cleveland area for assisted living is about $4,500 a month. And average cost for full skilled care nursing home is about $9,000 a month. So those are some numbers you can look at, and we can come in and see us. We'll put a plan around it and make sure that you're covered for long-term care.
And then finally, Garry Thurman, I know this has been very popular. Mike in Athens has listened and said he heard your commercial on the radio this week about a 10% bonus with a 7% interest rate guaranteed for 10 years. How does this work? Are there any other benefits, and how much does it cost?
Great questions. Yeah, that's one of our popular fixed indexed annuities right now with an A-plus rated carrier. They are offering a 10% cash bonus. So if you put $100,000 into the plan, your policy will start at $110,000. They are offering a 7% compounded interest roll-up for future income, death benefit, and our long-term care benefits. So this is an extremely popular program for someone, let's say, that's 10 years, within 10 years of retirement. You know, last week I think we had 2 different 60-year-olds come in, and we were able to take some of the money out of their 401k, move it into this product, and we're going to be able to generate a couple of things. He asked about other benefits. One of the things we love about this is the number 1 fear in America is running out of money. This program can be turned into a guaranteed income for life. So it has income features, it has death features, and it has long-term care features. And the cost on this product is at 1%. So it's a 1% fee on this product, which he asked about as well. This is a wonderful opportunity for someone that's worried about having money or worried about running out of money in retirement. And it's a great product for some people that just want to get some guaranteed growth and they don't have to worry about the stock market.
Garry Thurman and Coach Tanner, Guardian Investment Advisors. Garry, how do we get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, just call our office, 423-710-9199. You can also check us out at giaplantoday.com. Also on that website, our TV shows are on there. Our radio shows and podcast form are on there, so that's a great venue for you. And then, of course, tomorrow morning on Mix, And on the Buzz at 9 a.m., you'll hear our radio show, Plans a Day on Tomorrow. And we'd love for you guys to listen in.
All right, we will be. You do a great show. And Gary and Tanner, be careful and have a very safe trip back.
Happy Friday, brother.
You too, man. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Of course, Tanner played baseball
at Lee University. And there they are, Mix 104.1 on a Friday morning, 8:25. Sports on the way. Plus, First Baptist Cleveland the Well is Sunday night. Going to be joined by Rachel Lovingood and Yakia Walker coming up.
I'll smile. 1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all this beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me. That's right. And if you want a good tomorrow.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associates. It's not insurance, it's health care.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Bradley, they secured the region championship for the regular season last night. 31-30 won the region title.
Yeah, that's right. It's always such a great atmosphere. And so, yeah, that's a big win for Cleveland last night.
Certainly so. At the, of course, in Knoxville last night, huge showcase game for women's basketball. The Lady Volunteers, they lost in a Wheatback Pat game to UConn, 84-67. And again, the Lady Huskies over the Lady Vols last night. At the Australian Open, it'll be Novak Djokovic and Stefano Tsitsipas in the men's championship on, this will be Sunday, 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And Tommy Paul is who Djokovic defeated early today to in a men's semi to get there. Elena Rabinka and Arina Sabalenka will take on each other in the women's championship. That'll be tomorrow morning, 3:30 a.m. Eastern, ESPN. West Alabama swept Lee University last night. Ladies 71-66, the men 74-63. The Carolina Panthers have hired Frank Reich as their new head coach. Longtime CBS Final Four broadcaster Billy Packer has died. Billy Packer, who we had on here a couple of times, passed away Thursday at the age of 82. High school basketball tonight, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We have a doubleheader coverage tonight. Walker Valley at Ooltewah. That'll be on Talk 101.3 The Buzz and the Mix 104.1 app. Ray County at Bradley tonight, right here, Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. Download the app, listen on your phone or mobile device at mymix1041.com. And now he has become our NFL playoff correspondent, James Allison, with Cora. He's the regional director, Cora Physical Therapy. James, good morning.
Morning. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, buddy, and it's Conference Championship Sunday, and just how excited are you?
Pretty stoked. We got some great games.
Well, let's dive in here. The NFC Championship game. The 49ers will go to Philadelphia, play the Eagles Sunday, 3 o'clock. By the way, we'll have it on Talk 101.3 The Buzz and, of course, Fox Television. What do you think, James?
You got the number one rushing defense against the number one rushing offense. So when those kind of things collide, you have fireworks. I think the hotter team right now, though, is San Francisco, and you got a heck of a story with Brock Purdy. And I'm not sure Jalen Hurts is ready to take that big step, so I'm going to go 49ers by 3 to pull off a little upset, but it definitely will be competitive, I say.
Oh, that is great. I'm glad to hear that. I am a big 49ers fan, and so I hope they win, but honestly, James, I'm going to say the Eagles win at home. I think they're going to do it. Let's go to the AFC Championship game. The Bengals and Joe Burrow go into Kansas City Sunday night, 6:30. That'll be on Talk 101.3 The Buzz and, of course, CBS Television.
Well, I called it a couple weeks ago that the Bengals would go all the way. No one thought that they could, but Joe Cool, man, he's got ice in his veins, so that's why they call him such. So they have an advantage over Patrick Mahomes with a high ankle sprain, which was going to hinder his mobility quite a bit. I'm interested to see how well he can really move side to side. So I'm going to say that, Cincinnati was going to win from the beginning, but I think they can win by double digits now with just how the matchup plays out. But you can never count them out. Andy Reid's a great coach, so I think he'll have those boys prepared. But I'm going to say Cincinnati by 10.
So you're going with a 49ers-Bengals rematch in the Super Bowl from 1989 when Joe Montana led that great comeback over the Bengals in Tampa, Florida. That pass to the touchdown to John Taylor. So you're calling a Bengals-49ers rematch.
I am, and that's a little bit before my time. I'd like to think that I was watching football when I was 1 year old, but I don't really remember.
I remember it.
Sure.
I was out in California at the time, and we definitely remember it. Well, James, we're not going to have you make a Super Bowl pick yet, but we'll do that, the week up. But tell me, while we've got you, talk about Cora Physical Therapy. How are things going? What do we need to know?
Cora Physical Therapy starting the year very strong, increasing our relationships across the state. Still and always accepting new patients. You can actually now schedule your own appointment online at coraphysicaltherapy.com, find your clinic, put in all your information, and then actually choose your time, and it will populate under our schedule. We take all insurances, so you don't have to worry about that. And, again, because you can schedule yourself and all that, that shows that you don't actually need a referral to get started. So come see us. We're located in Cleveland, Athens, and all across the greater Knoxville area.
It's Cora Physical Therapy. You want to go ahead and give them the website? They can find out more.
CoraPhysicalTherapy.com, or you can simply, everyone knows how to use Google, go in, type in your city and Cora Physical Therapy, and they'll put you in the right spot.
James Allison's the regional director for Cora Physical Therapy. He's also our NFL correspondent. So, James, I'm very glad you picked the 49ers. I hope it happens, and we'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, they're a little bit easier to cheer for than the Falcons, so I'll say go Niners.
I'm with you on that. James, have a great week, and I'm sure you'll now be texting on Sunday.
Yes, sir. You do the same.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
The CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Coming up next, Rachel Lovingood and Yakia Walker from First Baptist Cleveland. Sunday night, they're very popular, The Well, on Sunday night at First Baptist.
If you have been... Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthal. Look forward to talking to you all soon.
The burden of chronic pain, no matter the source, can have a crippling effect on our daily lives. If you suffer from pain in your joints, back, or neck, call the team at Interventional Pain Consultants. They will treat the source of the problem so you can increase your activity and enjoy life again. Interventional Pain Consultants has 3 locations in East Tennessee to serve you. They are proud to welcome back to Cleveland Bradley Central alum Dr. Josh Hare. Call today to schedule an appointment. 423-339-9581 or visit IPCTennessee.com.
I've been here a little over 11 and a half years, the longest I've ever worked any one place in my entire life, and I'm 65, been working since I was 14, so that's been a day or two. But this is my favorite sales job I've ever had. Well, I'm one of these people that believes being on time is late, so I'm always at my desk 30 minutes before we open, give the store general look over and make sure it's ready for the customers to be presentable, and then just be there for the ones that walk in the door, to be ready to answer their questions, help them find the decision that is best for them. I want them to be able to, when they do purchase from me, feel the next morning refreshed and feel like they had somebody standing on my side of the counter that wanted to take care of them. I want to treat them the way I would want to be treated if I was on the other side of a counter dealing with something I didn't really know anything about. And that's what I enjoy the most, is doing my best to take care of each person that walks through that door. We are truly a local company. I believe most of our sales force thinks the way I do and similar to me, and that's how they want to see customers treated. Hi, I'm Steve Haley with Mermaid Mattress, and I am the face of comfort.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
It's time for Bradley County to start talking about fentanyl. Did you know in 2021 there were over 20 overdose deaths related to fentanyl in our town? ATS The Bridge is committed to educating and spreading awareness about drug abuse and bring a message of hope to our community. Our community is worth it. Even if substance abuse is the last thing to worry about with your kid, their awareness can help save a friend. For more info, visit atsthebridge.org. ATS The Bridge, speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org.
Oh yeah, Health and Fitness is celebrating their 3rd anniversary in Cleveland. Oh yeah, we'll be open 24 hours a day beginning in January. And the New Year's special, no enrollment fee and just $23 per month. And new members can add family for an additional $10 per month. Oh yeah, Health and Fitness voted Best Health Club in Cleveland in the Reader's Choice Poll. And if you're 18 or older, you can try Oh Yeah absolutely free for a week. Oh Yeah, Health and Fitness, Village Green Town Center, Cleveland. OhYeahLife.com.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Mix 104.1 WCLE. Good morning as we're 18 minutes away from 9 o'clock on this fun Friday. Got lots of things going on. We appreciate you listening and watching in on MixedTV.tv. Well, Steve alluded to it a little earlier this morning. We got a couple ladies here from First Baptist to talk about a special event coming up on Sunday evening. And to tell us all about it, we got Rachel Lovingood and Yakia Walker are here with us to talk about the event. First of all, good morning, ladies. How are y'all doing?
Good morning. Doing good.
So glad to have you guys in our studio live with us this morning. Rachel, let's turn off with you. The event, The Well. Tell us a little bit about that and what we can expect Sunday evening.
Sure thing. Thanks so much. So The Well is just this event we've started several years ago for ladies, and it's always a little different, but it's always great. And so they don't always, we don't always do the exact same thing or anything like that, but it's always a great time with different elements. And so this Sunday night at 6 o'clock, doors open at 5:30. But this one we're calling the Well Circle Up. And so we kind of have a circle theme going on. It's going to have a lot of interaction, a lot of inclusion, a lot of connecting. And it's going to be a really, really fun night. So we're actually telling everybody just kind of come comfy casual, don't get super dressed up, be in your warm, fuzzy stuff, and just come prepared to have a good night with us.
And now this is going to be open to anyone in the community, not just First Baptist members. Is that correct?
Yes, and it's a free event. It's for any women, ladies who like to come, high school girls on up if you want to do that. But it's a free event, but then we always ask for like a mission effort. We collect things for a mission effort that Yakia's husband kind of oversees for us, and he helps us do all that.
Yakia, tell us about it from your perspective.
Well, the well overall is just a great time to come and just fellowship and get to know people that maybe you see at the grocery store or Target, and then you come and you're like, hey, I think I know you from somewhere. Yeah. And you figure out where you've seen each other. Yeah. Because we do that a lot as ladies, but really we just want to get to a deeper connection. We do a lot of surface things, and we have really set this well up to, the circle up is to get around and create a circle with one another and to really get into the details and be intentional about cultivating relationship. So our community effort is for the toiletries, because when we were doing the shopping and preparing for Christmas, we had a lot of the little ones in the community make Christmas list, and on their Christmas list were toiletries. Yes. They had a lot of necessities on there, but that was on their wish list. And so that just stuck with me for this well, and I said, hey, ladies, we need to get these babies some toiletries. We just need to let them have that as at their access, at their hands, whenever they need it. They need to be able to go to Salvation Army or come to us or go to the press points in the community and pick these up without any pressure whatsoever. When you get children asking for body wash, soap, deodorant, lotion, hair products, hey, that's intense. It is. And that should really speak to us, and that should really tug on our hearts. So that was our focus for this well, and we just hope that everyone comes out and joins in and just come have a good time with us.
Again, we're speaking with a couple ladies here from First Baptist Church. Of course, Rachel Lovingood, Yakia Walker, guys very, very active in the community in so many levels. You and your husbands as well there at First Baptist and doing so many other things. Why is it important for women to come together? We all come together on Sunday to worship, all of us together, men, women, children, all ages. Why is it a special time just to bring the women together for an evening like this?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, because women do things that men don't like to do, and
amen, sister, preaching.
And that's okay. It's actually really good that other people, that people have unique things to. So we do things that are unique to women, things that we like to enjoy, and there's just something special about getting to know just your sisters, like Kia said, people that you run into at schools or at ball games or at work or at the store or whatever, from all over the community. But just time, and when our kids are there or when our husbands are around, conversations are just different. They're not bad, but they're just different.
What about sports with you, right?
Well, now we do some of that too. But the point,
for both of y'all, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When it's just the girls, though, you just kind of have different conversations, and you kind of have a little bit of time just to, like Kia said, just to kind of connect on a deeper level. And so it's just really good, and it's just fun too.
Right.
It's kind of like the pressures are different. There's no pressure on this one. We're taking all the awkward away. You can come with a group of friends, or you can come literally by yourself, and we will make sure that you are not by yourself long, that you have a circle the moment that you get there.
Again, we're talking about the Well, an event coming up on Sunday evening at First Baptist Church right here in Cleveland. Everyone's invited to come out to this, all the ladies. We hope that you will come. What age group would be, if you got moms with daughters, I know that would be something that would kind of building relationships. What age group do you think that the daughters and the moms coming together should be?
Moms, bring your daughters, bring your sisters, bring your friends, bring your moms. We'll say middle school and up, 6th grade, 12 years old and up. We will have our middle school and high school leaders there, and they're also going to circle up with those age groups, because a lot of times you don't want your children mixed in to what you're doing. Sometimes moms need to be able to share, daughters need to be able to share without any consequence. So we have set that up to where the middle school and high high school girls have circles that they can be a part of, and moms can have circles they can be a part of that don't intertwine with one another.
You know, it's one of the things. I come by First Baptist quite a bit. Me and Jeff, we meet at the Y quite often. They're him doing different things than me. But when I see the sign there says The Well, I know it's time for this event because, like you mentioned, Rachel, it's an annual event, and I'm sure a lot of ladies in our community look forward to this, being able to come together, not only share ideas, share concerns, and I'm sure there's a lot of mentorship there, but there's also a lot of giving and loving on each other, I think, as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. We even have some prizes, some good food and snacks coming.
Yeah.
I mean, just come and relax, and like Rachel said, no pressure. Just come in and let's just have a good time. We're going to worship, we're going to play some games, and we're going to talk.
Sounds like a lot of fun for those young ladies and moms, like you said. Moms, bring your moms, bring the daughters and everybody. Rachel, as we finish up here, just give us all the pertinent details one more time, please.
All righty. It starts at 6 o'clock on Sunday. We will be out the doors before 8, so, 6 to 8-ish. And but the doors open at 5:30. You want to go ahead and get there because we have some, like a hot chocolate bar going to be set up and some other snacks in the lobby, and then we're going to go right into the circles. And remember, it's a free event. You do not have to register. Any of those kind of things, but we would love for you to show up. But don't forget to bring your toiletries, because when Kia told me that about the wish list, we both just went, that breaks my heart.
Yes.
I mean, I've got 5 grandkids and not one of them had deodorant on their wish list, and I'm glad, and so we want to make that so accessible that next year those wish lists look very different in this community. So bring toiletries of any size, any of those things, the shampoo, the conditioner, body wash, deodorant, any of those kind of things.
When we were referring to the empty stocking fund as well, when we seen those shopping lists for children, you're exactly right. Both of you ladies mentioned it. A lot of the things on those wish lists were toiletries. They were a pillow, a blanket, just things that we pretty much all of us take for granted on a regular basis. So this is a great idea, a great way to kind of continue on with what the Christmas season was all about and continue 2023 moving forward and helping these young folks. Well, ladies, thanks so much for coming in. So we'll see you Sunday night at First Baptist. Ladies, grab all the girlfriends and the daughters and the moms and everybody and come on out and join them at First Baptist. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
We're going to get into some music coming up. We got some other interviews right around the corner. Stay with us. Mix 104.1 WCLE.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
For those who deal with painful leg veins, Dr. Eston Winger wants you to know there is help.
Typically, most patients that come in have varying degrees of symptoms with their legs, and it could be that your legs feel heavy, your legs feel tired, your legs ache, your legs swell, and typically this is worsened as the day progresses as you're up on your legs. And most people think, oh, they're just for cosmetic reasons, but no, actually your legs can hurt by having varicose veins. The fact is that the veins are not going to go away on their own. The only way they're going to go away is by an intervention. And if they do bother you or you have questions about them, then I'd be more than happy to talk to you in consultation.
Schedule a consultation by phone 423-472-5423.
Protecting a home in your neighborhood. By choosing a local Allstate agent, you get an expert who knows the community and is committed to getting to know you. Which means George Gray can help you get the protection you want that fits you and your life. Are you in good hands? Contact George Gray, Allstate Insurance today for a free quote.
All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE. Welcome back in here as we continue on with the Mix Morning Show on the radio and also on MixTV.tv. Time now for our Direct Primary Care Associates moment here. Stacey Flowers is live in the studio with me. Stacey, I don't know if you heard out there in the Eller Owens green room, but we have a kind of a recorded version that Brian Fretwell did. He tried to jump in there a while ago, and I had to cut him off because you're here live. We'd rather hear you live than hear Brian recorded.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Everybody would prefer to hear me than Brian Fretwell.
You got to listen to him all day, don't you?
That's right.
Well, Stacey, good Friday to you. What's going on? What do we want to talk about this morning with Direct Primary Care?
So today I just wanted to talk about how the importance of having a good patient-provider relationship impacts managing chronic health conditions. So many things like high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, things like that are always managed best when you have regular follow-up with your provider, when you have routine monitoring of your vital signs, routine lab work that's done on consistent intervals to monitor progress, and medications can be adjusted appropriately. And whenever you have time to spend with your provider to talk about those patient education things that often fall short in other settings. So talking about diet, exercise level, things that you can do that are non-chemical medication options to improve your health overall. And that's something that at Direct Primary Care Associates that is very important to us, that we spend that time with our patients so that we can improve their quality of life and improve the trajectory of their health long term.
You know, when you get into a new year, 2023, here we are, but it's hard to believe January is almost over. So if people that are those procrastinators that keep putting things off, you know, you're thinking, I got all kinds of time. It's just the first of the year. Well, we're going to look up here. It feels like in a couple of days it's going to be the middle of March or something.
It will. And many people have thought, oh, well, now, I've missed my open enrollment with my employer. So, that's it for me for healthcare. I'm going to urgent cares or ERs if I need anything for the rest of the year. But check us out at Direct Primary Care Associates. We have low monthly membership fees. And so if that's a situation that you find yourself in where you don't have insurance or you've missed your open enrollment to change or improve your policy, we have that low monthly membership fee that does allow you regular access to a primary care provider for well visits, for sick visits, urgent care things all year long.
Again, Stacey Flowers is here, Direct Primary Care Associates, telling you how you can get yourself taken care of on a regular basis, not having to jump through a lot of hoops and things like that. Just really take better care of yourself in 2023. Stacey, before you go, I know you got to go take care of some patients here in just a few minutes. Can you give me like a testimony, one that maybe comes to your mind that a patient of yours has come in and said, look, without this, I believe I would not be here today, meaning you found like a blood pressure situation or you helped them get off medication. Have you got a testimony you could share with us?
I do. I have a patient, she had came to see us for the first time that she had been in office to see us with some shortness of breath, just some lingering fatigue. She had COVID and just was really concerned about some lingering symptoms. And she didn't think it was anything serious, just lingering. And after closer examination of her, things just didn't feel right for me, and so we decided that it would be best to send her over to the emergency room to get checked out. And this individual ended up having blood clots all throughout her lungs, all throughout some large vessels in her legs, and ended up with a hospital stay, receiving some medication to dissolve those clots, and it will be on long-term blood thinners, for years and years. And so that's one of those things, that always makes us really proud that we're able, to catch for our patients those things that make us realize, like, sometimes God puts us in the right place at the right time with the right people to bring them the assistance that they need.
Yeah, I think that's very important that people follow those things. And with Direct Primary Care Associates, you feel you can make those appointments and come in and sit down and explain what's going on because you guys don't have those short doctor visits that unfortunately a lot of people have to do. Right.
Yeah. We have that time to sit down with people to put those puzzle pieces together, so that when there are times where, you may only have 10 minutes to talk about something, you may not feel like you have the appropriate time to really explain what's going on in your life, to explain the depth of how these things are impacting your quality of life or your day-to-day activities of daily living. And so when we have that time to sit and talk about the scope of someone's health and how all those puzzle pieces fit together, sometimes we can find relationships with symptoms, that can really point us in the direction of something more that could be going on for that patient.
All right, Stacy, tell us how we can get more information about Direct Primary Care Associates.
You can check us out on our website, directpca.com, or call us at the Cleveland office, 423-650-4831.
All right, well, Stacy, we're going to let you get to your appointments. Thanks so much for coming in and sharing with us on a Friday. Stacy Flowers live, better than Brian Fretwell recorded anytime, right?
That's right.
That's right. Okay. Well, have a great weekend. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
That's our friends at Direct Primary Care Associates. Bridget, time to come over to you. Let's get our final check of traffic here on the Mix Morning Show.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford GMC in Buick in Cleveland says yes to low interest rates for a limited time. They are offering 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on any light-duty Sierra truck and 3.9% APR financing for 60 months on any Buick SUV, and your first payment won't be due until April. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there, and as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report brought to you by Misfit Tacos. Misfit Tacos is Cleveland's home for chef-crafted tacos with bold, unique, fresh flavors from around the world that has our community talking. Misfit Tacos is perfect for the whole family.
All right, Bridget, I know we're getting close to 9 o'clock. You're actually about a minute away, and we've got some other things that we're going to continue with here on Mixed Mornings. But is there a contest or anything we need to go ahead and get ready to do something with in a few minutes after we get back with the weather?
Yeah, so it is National Chocolate Cake Day, so people have been texting in all morning trying to win a chocolate cake from our friends at Publix. So you can continue to do that on the HHM text line, 614-6499.
And we'll announce a winner coming up here in a little bit. Is that right, or...
Sure.
All right. I'm just trying to fill in the blanks, Bridget. I just got here. So, we'll continue to take those texts on the HHM text line. And then, Bridget, I guess basically you'll reach out to someone after we get off the air and tell them what.
Correct, yes.
All right. Now I've got it. All right. I've seen that look on your face before, so I knew where we were going. Okay. We're going to take a quick break right here. We'll be back in just a moment. Still have another interview on the way, so don't go anywhere.
Happy?
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory. Or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves. Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want a good tomorrow.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute, your regional leaders in vascular care. Did you know that 21.3 million Americans suffer from peripheral artery disease? PAD symptoms are pain in the legs with walking, loss of sensation, open sores that don't heal, or weakness with walking. If you experience these symptoms, do not dismiss them. You could have PAD. Take time in the new year to grasp the things you can control to regain your vascular health and sustain your changes for 2023. Start by establishing a primary care physician, quitting smoking, controlling your blood pressure, cholesterol, and managing your diabetes. Eating a healthy diet with the right proteins and vegetables, and exercising regularly. These first steps will go a long way to bring about changes to your vascular health and making the 2023 much healthier for you. For more information about vascular disease, visit our website at vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com or call our office 423-602-2750 to be evaluated. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week.
What you are.
I'll take it.
And I know that we've had people been texting us like crazy this morning. It's National Chocolate Cake Day today, right?
That's right, yes.
And you guys have been talking about, I guess, some beautiful chocolate cakes that Publix is going to be giving away throughout the day, celebrating this. And I think we're going to get ready to give one away from the morning show, right?
Yeah, congratulations to Jeff Proper. He is the winner of the chocolate cake from the morning show.
All right, Jeff, you have to share that with some other people. I'm absolutely sure of that. And we'll give away another one of those this afternoon. And I think Steve mentioned earlier, Bridget, that there's some things going on social media with a giveaway of a chocolate cake as well on National Chocolate Cake Day. Let's go ahead now and go inside your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Save up to half off Stearns & Foster mattress closeouts. Plus, we'll pay your sales tax on all the Mermaid brand mattresses during the $1 Million Mattress Clearance Sale going on now at all Mermaid Mattress locations.
For today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 51 and a low of 32 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny again, a high of 57 and a low of 43. Rain throughout the day on Sunday with a high of 49. Your current Simply Bank temperature, 28 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Springdale Heating and Air. Old-fashioned friendly and always more than your money's worth. 479-6363.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix 104.1 WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox
Fox News. I'm Lillian Wu. Authorities in Memphis are bracing for potential protests in response to the expected video release tonight of the encounter between Tyree Nichols and police, which led to his death.
Anticipating the tape could trigger civil unrest, with Memphis Police Chief giving this warning.
This incident was heinous, reckless, and inhumane. And in the vein of transparency, when the video is released in the coming days, you will see this for yourselves.
The Nichols family's legal team has seen the footage, and they say it shows the 5 officers beating Tyree for 3 minutes. He died in the hospital 3 days after the incident.
That's Fox's Brooke Singman. And Novak Djokovic headed to the Australian Open finals again after defeating unseeded American Tommy Paul in straight sets. This will be Djokovic's 10th Australian Open final. America's listening to Fox News.
Capital Tire Service, downtown Cleveland, your local Michelin dealer since 1967. Providing Cleveland with quality products and services for over 50 years. Come see Freddie or Tony in downtown Cleveland for a great deal on Michelin tires.
All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE as we continue on with the Mix Morning Show on the radio, also on MixTV.tv. You know, one of the things that we love to do here at WCLE when there's a new business that opens up in town, we love to get those folks in and let them explain about their business, what they do. If it's a restaurant, talk about their food and different things like that. Well, if you've been driving up and down Key Street for any length of time over the past few months, you've seen a sign that said it was coming soon. Now they're open. Martha Ann is open right there. I guess it's on Key Street across from Life Care. It is the best place that I can say to explain it by. And Joseph is here. Joseph, I didn't catch your last name, sir.
The last name's Keel, K-E-E-L.
All right, so Joseph Keel is here, someone that is very familiar with restaurants and working in the food industry. He's going to talk to us a little bit about his background and talk to us a little bit about his new adventure here in Cleveland that we're all very excited about. Heard nothing but great things about your place there. So, Joseph, kind of introduce yourself and let's talk a little bit.
So, I'm Joseph Keel. I am a Cleveland native. I grew up here. I went to Cleveland High School, class of 97. I left when I was college age. I traveled to Knoxville, from Knoxville to many parts of Florida, all the way to Key West, running restaurants. And,
wow.
Helping other people be successful. So 3.5 years ago, I came back to Cleveland. I decided it was time. Family is still here, mom and dad, etc. So I came back and took a job with a pretty highly acclaimed restaurant in town. Did that until COVID, and went, oh God, what do we do now?
Yeah, what do we do? Yeah, restaurant people. That was a gloomy time for them because people wasn't able to come out and do that, right?
Well, it was a panic, and to overuse a cliche, I had to pivot.
Yeah.
And that pivot was buying an old painter's van and a hot dog cart, and we sold fancy sausage sandwiches in the Riverstone liquor store parking lot all summer, and that fed us out into homeowners associations on the weekend. We did incredibly well. At that point, we had to find a brick and mortar because things were starting to open back up.
Yes.
And the food truck business in Cleveland is feast or famine, so we had to do something. We found our location in Ocoee. Dad and I completely built that out from scratch. That was plumbing, mechanical, electrical, the whole bit. We ran as the 411, which was an elevated southern menu where I really got to play with foods of the region, the Mountain South, the Appalachian region, and we did it with fancy, artful displays of everything that a foodie would love.
Yeah, I know a lot of people from the area would go out and come out from really all around the area would come out to your restaurant there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Most of our customer base really was from out of town. We did great in the summertime when people are coming to the region for rafting, when they're coming to visit their cabin or to check on their boat. We did not do great in the wintertime. It's a very hard market there.
Right.
We had God's greatest chicken sandwich on that menu.
I've heard about this chicken sandwich.
We're selling $75 steaks. Your chicken sandwich has to mimic that.
Exactly.
And so the hot honey pimento cheese chicken sandwich was the hit. it was the thing that people came back and came back and came back for. So we knew we had a hit on our hands, and that is where Martha Ann's really started to develop, was back in the 411 days.
Wow. So Martha Ann's here now in Cleveland on Key Street, like I said, kind of across from the corporate life care centers there. You guys have been open how long? And tell me a little bit about this location now.
Yeah, so this was a complete remodel. And we pulled it off in about 10 weeks. I'm super proud of us. It was friends and family. It was one friend in particular that showed up every day without being asked to, without being told I need help. Just showed up.
Wow.
And helped with the grunt work. Did so many tremendous things. If you'll notice, the countertop as you walk in is just absolutely gorgeous. That's our buddy Paul. So we're incredibly thankful for all of the help that we received. We wouldn't have been able to pull it off in such a limited amount of time with the extensive amount of work that had to be done to that building inside and out.
Well, people that are listening in and watching in on mixtv.tv this morning, that like I mentioned, I kind of set it up in the beginning, they seen the sign coming soon. Now you guys are open. You see the traffic that's there. Your best advertisement is word of mouth. And the people that I've known that's been there since you've opened, everyone rants and raves about your chicken and what's going on there. And so we definitely wanted to get you in for you to tell the rest of the community and surrounding community, if they haven't tried it yet or they are curious if it's open, ready to go. How long have you guys been open there now?
So we're neighborhood 6 weeks. We
Yeah.
opened officially on December 10. And so we're under 2 months.
Under 2 months, so it's still that infant stage, I guess you would say. People coming in saying, I'm still here for the first time and those type things. But I'm sure you get a lot of repeat business already as well.
We do. We had a family who was in 4 times last week. Another couple that I can think of that have been in 3 times already. And I saw one couple in for breakfast, lunch, and dinner this week.
My goodness. That speaks volumes right there, doesn't it, Joseph?
Well, it does. It speaks to the quality of food that we choose to serve.
Well, talk about the menu a little bit now. We've kind of teased it, set everything up. I think more than any other place that I know of around here, when you talk about someone like yourself that's a local, that's a business owner, we support local business owners here in this community better than any place I can imagine. So that's why I wanted to set that up in the beginning, because local boy, done good, went away, come home, here he is, let's all support him. And I think that's kind of a roundabout story of what we're talking about.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And thank you for saying so. We certainly try hard.
Yep.
Don't think of us as every other chicken sandwich or fried chicken concept that you've ever seen, because we're doing it in a way that is different from how anybody else in the country is doing it. On the West Coast, particularly LA, if you want to Google Nashville hot chicken, Los Angeles, you'll see what I'm talking about. It is the rage. It is 3-hour-long lines out the door to get into these places.
Wow.
Frankly, our food is higher quality. We just happen to be the first ones that are doing anything close to it in Cleveland or the surrounding area. You got a couple shops in Chattanooga, and they're trying, but frankly, I don't think they execute it very well. And there is no getting past our chicken.
Well, tell me what, you mentioned the chicken. Tell me about a couple things that makes your chicken absolutely the best.
So that chicken is sourced just for us, even though we're a very small, locally owned business. The whole idea behind Martha Ann's, which is named for my maternal grandmother, by the way.
Okay.
The whole idea is to be replicated. So even though we're small, it was still very important to us to get a quality product and be the only ones that provide that product. So we have a company out of Atlanta that sources that chicken for us. It's specifically 6-ounce chicken breasts when we're talking about the sandwiches or the blue plates.
Right.
Which means that it comes from a small, young bird. So it is super juicy. It is super tender. It's the best chicken you're going to find.
What about the chicken, and what else is on the menu? What are some of the other things sides that go with that?
We do chicken sandwiches in an array of styles. There are 12 different ways you can get that, from Nashville hot to Alabama white, Caribbean jerk, to one of my favorites, which we call jokingly, the one with ice cream.
Oh, no.
Which is truly a fried chicken breast on a brioche bun with really good super premium vanilla ice cream and a drizzle of honey. And it's
really
awesome.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
That is something that you just wouldn't think of on your own, but you come to Martha Ann's, you're going to be able to experience that. And it does sound like it's an experience. It's not just one of those things, what do you want, kids? Well, let's just run through here real quick. It doesn't seem like it's that kind of experience.
No, we serve a lot of food.
Yeah.
You're going to leave Martha Ann's full or with a to-go box.
Yep.
However, don't come to Martha Ann's just to get full. Come for a culinary experience. You're going to have a ton of fun.
That's good stuff. Again, Joseph is here, the proprietor of Martha Ann's, talking about what sets him apart from any other chicken place that you probably have ever been, and talking about some of the special things that they do. Tell me about hours, and of course with the remodel, is there availability for dining in? Is it carry out, both of that, app? Kind of walk me through whatever those things are.
We unapologetically have a small dining room. We seat 28 inside. We turn those tables rather quickly. Don't think of fast food ticket times, because fast food is not what we do.
Right.
We are more in that fast casual category.
Casual.
And so you're going to wait on your food for 7 to 10 minutes, typically.
Okay.
Not to mention, have you been to a drive-through lately? Those days are kind of gone anyway.
That's about a normal time, right?
Yeah, that's about a normal time to drive through in 2023. Seating inside, we have the house packed out, and particularly in those opening few weeks of December, it was sheer insanity. We were backed out down Keith Street, 15 cars going back down the hill.
Right.
But the traffic's not quite like that these days, so don't let that scare you. We do about 50%. It's been averaging between 49 and 52% to-go food. That includes our drive-through, which is about 30% of volume.
Okay.
I've been doing this for almost 30 years, but that component of it surprised me. I didn't anticipate that much going through drive-through, but that's where we are today.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people are busy on the go, but they still want something good to eat. And so Martha Ann's sounds like that's a niche that they need to try, and you guys are filling here in our community. So drive-throughs available, limited seating inside that you, like you said, you kind of flip those quickly. So come prepared to maybe 7 to 10 minutes to dine in, which is, like you said, about normal anywhere that you're going. Sometimes you sit that long just sitting in the lobby of a place. It's be honest, or quite a bit longer than that.
True.
Can you call ahead? Can you online kind of walk us through? We know that's such an important thing these days.
It is, and it accounts for so much of our business. We had to have it set up correctly.
Right.
So online ordering is a breeze. You can do that through marthaannschicken.com.
Okay.
You can select that to be picked up in-house. You can select it to be curbside. We'll walk it out to your car. Or you can select it to be delivered.
Okay, delivered.
Yes.
All right, so there you go.
So third-party delivery is it's a hard thing for restaurants to execute and make any money off of, and I think we've figured it out.
Good deal. Good deal. Martha Ann's is a new place in Cleveland you can go and check out right there on Key Street, across from Life Care Centers. If you've not seen the signage yet and seen the building, go by. It looks great. It's kind of a new thing. And you said something earlier, and me being a former business owner, I know exactly what you're talking about. You kind of want that franchise feel, meaning the credibility of that.
That's it.
But you also want the exclusivity of that. It's kind of a twofold thing. And so that's what you went for, and it sounds like you've been able to accomplish that.
It's a little bit of a dance, and it really comes to fruition by being able to have these conversations,
right,
where we get to tell exactly what we are and what we want to be. We want to execute really good quality food, and we want to do it in a way that's convenient for families. That's the idea.
That's the idea, and it seems to be working for you. And we hope that people will come by and see hours. And then again,
7 a.m.
7 a.m. So there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You mentioned that earlier.
That's right. So we're doing chicken and waffles, breakfast burritos. We have these yeast rolls that we build sandwiches out of in creative styles, and for different palates. So you can do that with fried chicken. Oh God, it's so gluttonous. I love it though. It's guacamole. It's fried chicken. It's white American queso, like Tex-Mex queso. It's a glorious sandwich anyway.
You sound very passionate about it.
I think I probably should have eaten breakfast.
Yeah. You sound very passionate about it, so that's good stuff.
So hours are 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. for the kitchen. And then from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., we have the full line of ice creams available.
Okay. And they can get that. And I'm sure as spring and summer gets here, that'll be a busy time, that 9 to 10, with people out running around wanting to get that late night treat.
That's it.
So good stuff. Well, Joseph, it was very nice to meet you and have you in our studio today. Anything else, if this kind of the teaser, in the business, say this is the teaser, what are you going to leave us with this morning? What's the finishing line you want to let people know about?
So watch our social media, because we're about to do something this week that we've never done before, and that is the world's greatest chicken wings.
Uh-oh. It's that time of the year when you think about chicken wings, Super Bowl and stuff like that. So
that's it.
The timing is just right, Joseph. Sounds like you know what you're doing. It sounds definitely like you know what you're doing. So social media, what way do we need to look for you?
Facebook at Marthy Ann's.
Okay.
Is our primary delivery point, and you can find us on Instagram as well.
All right. Well, congratulations on a successful start. We know that you're going to continue. It sounds like you've got, it seems like it's a passion for you. You're just not there selling food or putting something in a deep fryer and letting it kind of do its thing and say, well, there you go. It sounds like it's an experience. It sounds like something everybody in Cleveland needs to experience for themselves. Final question I got for you. I know we got to run. As far as groups, do you offer something if I want to do an office or maybe just a little bit larger of a family get-together or something like that? When I say larger, I'm not talking about 40, 50 or whatever, but just a little bit.
No, drop-off catering is one of the things that we will focus on over the next quarter. So there are packages that are available for that. You can do our hand-cut chicken nuggets in bulk. You can do our family meals, which begin at 8 chicken breasts, all the sides and rolls, bread to go with that.
Okay.
You could do plates of complete hotel pans of our salads. Our salads are the best in the market.
Okay. So I wanted to make sure people understood that too. A little office get-together or a birthday party for family or things like that. Sound like it's a good opportunity to give it a try.
That's it.
All right. Thanks so much, Joseph. Very nice to meet you, and thanks for coming in. And Marthy Ann's, you're going to be hearing a lot more about that. Check them out on their socials, or better yet, just go by and check it out in person on Key Street, right across from Life Care Centers, their corporate office there, Garden Plaza. You know where it's at. You've seen the signage over the past several months. They are open and ready for you to have the experience of a lifetime. If you love chicken, you got to try Marthy Ann's. Joseph, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. That is going to wrap things up here for the Mixed Morning Show. We appreciate you listening and watching in. Bridget will be back with you here in a little bit for the Mixed Midday Party. I'll be back with you a little bit later today for the drive home. So stay with us. Mix 104.1 WCLE.
Needed it.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals. We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.